Today I'm going to be sharing with you a very popular revocation spell in Spanish, Brujeria. And we're going to be using the assistance of the very helpful Juan del Volteo. If this is something that interests you, stick around because it's coming up right now. Hi witches, blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today is Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. It's been a minute. Thank you so much for all the love, wishes, all the emails, all the messages, and your patience. Thank you so much for your patience. Happy 2024, witches. Happy 2024. I wish you lots and lots and lots of happiness, blessings, love. And as a matter of fact, I want to tell you something. I'm going to share something with you that is really important. So hear me out. In Santeria, this year, 2024, is the year of the Orisha El Legua. We have talked about El Legua in this channel in a few videos. El Legua is none other than the Orisha of the roads. He opened roads for you. Él abre tus caminos. Él abre tus puertas. He opened your roads. He opened the doors. So if in this year of 2024, you are looking for new opportunities, you want a new house, you want a new job, you want to move, you want to get married, you name it. This is the year that you want to learn to work with El Legua. I suggest for you to watch the videos that I'm going to link in the description of this video, the videos that I shared here with you about El Legua, and witches, I invite you to do a little bit more research on El Legua, because I tell you, if you work with El Legua is he's very giving. He's really a wonderful Orisha to work with whenever you want to go in new endeavors, whenever you need that path to be open and clean for you. When you see they have a lot of obstacles, which this is the year that you are going to be calling upon El Legua for him to assist you opening those roads for you. Having said that, you guys are so lucky. Because you guys know that I am Puerto Rican. I'm Hispanic, 100% Boricua, born and raised in the island. And because of that, I use a lot of Spanish brujeria in my own practice. And with that in mind, I decided to share this very simple and popular revocation spell. And we're going to be using a very popular character, saint, energy of Spanish brujeria, and his name is Juan del Volteo. Juan del Volteo, it is also known with other names, but another very popular name is Juan Retornado. These names, you can literally translate them into John of the Flip or John Return. In this particular case, I think it's better if we call him Revocation John. In many traditions of Spanish brujeria, spirits are divided by cortes or courts. You're going to find Corte de Indios or Indian courts. You're going to find Cortes de las Marias or Mary's court. You're going to find Cortes de las Madamas or Madamas courts. And of course, you're going to find Cortes de los Juanes, or the courts of the John. And this Juan, John in English, is part of the court of the Juanes. And this is where we find the spirit that is extremely helpful and we're going to be using today. Juan del Volteo is extremely popular in places like Spain, South America, Mexico, and a lot on the diaspora of all the Latino, Hispanic people that live here in the United States. He's known for being extremely effective when doing revocations and sending back evil thrown at you. This is actually his specialty. He is also known by being extremely miraculous. So this ritual is obviously going to be to send back evil that is being thrown at you by your enemy. Now, very important, because I know that many of you witches sometimes get really nervous thinking that when we do stuff like this, we are sending evil out. Let me tell you something that I have explained to you many times before. This evilness does not belong to you. You are revocating, you are flipping, you are returning, turning back something that's being thrown at you. So you're going to reflect it back to the originator, the person that actually built this bad, evil energy and threw it at you. So we are not sending evil to anybody. We are merely returning something that does not belong to you, witch. So please make sure that you are at peace because you're not doing anything wrong. You are sending back with the help in this particular spell of Juan Retornado. The beauty of this ritual is that you can use it for absolutely anything, not necessarily magic. Let's say that you have a bully co-worker that is driving you insane. You can do the spell towards that bully worker. If you have a bad neighbor that is driving you insane for whatever reason, you can use the spell on that neighbor. You have somebody that is envious towards you, you can use this spell. You have a really evil, annoying, nagging family member that is in your life, in your face, in your business every day. I know of you. You can use this spell for that. You can also use this for the evil eye, and also witches, if you have heavy, dark magic thrown at you, you can also use this spell because the spirit, saint, or being that we're using to assist us is in charge of this specific magic. Juan Retornado, his expertise, for lack of better words, is to send back evil stuff that does not belong to you. He's here to assist you. Take this evil, put it back into your enemy's lap so it won't affect you anymore. So without further ado, witches, let's get into the spell. Okay, witches, so what are the things that we're going to need for this spell? First thing that I suggest for you to have is a piece of aluminum foil. This is going to be the base for your workings. You're going to need the remnants of this spell. So make sure that you put everything in an aluminum foil with the shiny part looking at the spell. Especially when we're sending back, you want the reflective side of the aluminum foil looking at your workings. You're also going to need a black candle. Okay. Another thing that you're going to need is reversal oil. I'm going to be using mine. Another thing that you're going to need is crab shell powder. All right. Next, you are going to need something to carve your candle with. It doesn't have to be this. You can use a piece of skewer, toothpick, a nail, something that you use for carving candles. You are going to need matches for this particular spell. In Spanish Brujeria, they really stress that you need matches. So matches, witches, okay? You're going to need a very mundane mirror. I suggest for you to use a little mirror like this. This is from the dollar store because you're going to throw this away. If you don't have crab shell powder, you can use rock salt, okay? And last, witches, you are going to need the prayer of Juan del Volteo. In the description of this video, I'm going to drop that prayer in Spanish if you want to do it in Spanish, and I'm going to drop it also in English. So you choose. I know I have lots of witches over here that speak Spanish, but even if you speak English and you want to keep this really true to its origin and you want to use the Spanish prayer, it's going to be in the description of the video, and I'll put both so you know what it means in English. So if you can actually do this in Spanish and try to connect, which is, I suggest for you to do that as well. So let's begin. Okay, witches, so ahead of time, I did something to this candle because we are going to turn this candle upside down. So you're going to have the regular wick of the candle. And what I did, which is I shaved the tip. Do you know how candles have like a little crown in here? I shave it off. Because since we're going to turn this, you want to make sure that you can just land it straight down. So, and then what I did in the bottom of the candle, very carefully, which is I tried to expose as much as I could some of the wick. I don't want to damage this part of the wick, so I have a candle holder. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in here like this while I do the first part of the spell. So from the bottom of the candle to the top, Let me turn it upside down. You are going to write down the name of your enemy, the birthday, any information that is going to link this candle to your enemy. Now, the beauty of this ritual is that if you do not know the name of the person that is hexing you or throwing evil at you, then you put enemy of mine. In this particular case, I will put enemy of mine. Turn the candle, and you can put either in Spanish or English, which is, if you know Spanish, then do this whole thing in Spanish. I revoke your evil. If you speak Spanish, which entonces lo que tienes que hacer es escribir el nombre de la persona o mi enemigo, y entonces en la parte de atrás, en otra parte de la vela, vas a poner te devuelvo toda tu maldad. All right, witches, let's anoint the candle. Grab your reversal oil. Let me put gloves on because I love my nails. I don't want to damage them. All right, so now that I have the gloves on, I'm going to grab my revocation oil. And we are going to anoint the candle again, which is from the bottom to the top, okay? From the bottom, meaning from the part that you carve off, okay? That's at this point the bottom of the candle. All right. I suggest for you to have a candle holder so you do not damage the bottom part of the candle. All right, my beautiful witches. We're going to light this candle up and we are going to do a chant for Juan del Volteo. Light your candle. And again, witches, you want to use just matches. And this is the prayer that we are going to do. I invoke the spirit of Don Juan del Volteo to reverse all kinds of witchcraft and magic, sorcery, enchantment, separation, bindings, envy, gossip, fights, betrayal, bad energy, bad vibration, diseases, blockages, obstacles, any working with dolls, any workings with the dead, any working with the shadows, any working with evil spirits, with the burials, spiritual and bodily harm that my known or unknown enemies have done to me. Oh, Don Juan del Volteo, you who are the destroyer of all the evil planned, help me cut off all the evil that has been done to me. Give me light and clarity to my life and my path. I trust that peace, tranquility, prosperity will return to my life and that of my family and my loved ones, and all evil and hatred, all envy and evil desires will depart. Witches, you need to get this out of you and into this. Charge this candle with all that evilness that you feel thrown at you. Grab your mirror, witches. Put it under here. Grab your candle. This is when we're going to turn our candle, witches. Think about what you're doing. Put it in your mirror. Remember, witches, get it out of you and put it in here. Grab your crab shell powder. If you do not have crab shell powder, then you're going to use the coarse salt. And counterclockwise, against the way the clock moves, you are going to draw a circle. Crab shell powder is very effective in removing and sending back hexes, witches. Grab another match. This is it, witches. This is you doing your magic. This is the chant that you're going to chant, witches. Just as I turn this candle in the same way I turn any work or damage, material, spiritual, physical, or mental, that my enemies have done to me, are doing to me, or they will lie to do to me. This is revoke, so might it be. which is you are going to let this candle consume all the way through. When this candle is consumed all the way through, you're going to grab the remnants and you're going to throw them far away from you. Which is, this spell is good for you to do on a Saturday or on a Thursday. Please make sure that you do this at night. Anything after 5 p.m., 6 p.m. at night. Also, if you want to use the phases of the moon, you want to do this when the moon is waning, when the moon is getting smaller. Which is, make sure that you do this spell with a lot of faith and justify anger. You need to get it out of you and into your candle. Remove it out of your body. Pull it out of your body like an evil root and put it in that candle and send it back. And remember, always strive to vibrate high, so all these mundane, disgusting, evil haters cannot touch you. Witches, I wish you the best. And that's it. Thank you so very much for being here with me today. Remember that all the products that I show over here are in my website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com. Thank you so much for your patience while I was on my vacation. I know many of you wrote, what's up with their website, White Raven? whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com. Check out all the products that I have in there for you. Also, witches, I am studying this book and I'm going to do a review on this book that I'm really enjoying. The Sorcery of Solomon by the amazing Sarah Mastros. I already shared with you a review on Sarah Mastros' other book. It's a deep book, so it's taking me a little bit longer to read it because I really want to comprehend it so I can share this review with you, and I want to do justice to this book. I think it's really big. That's probably coming next week, but hang in there because this is something that I'm going to share with you coming up soon. Also, Denise Alvarado has a new book coming up. I think it should be out, I think it's in February. I don't know if in this month, but in any case, I'm going to be reviewing that book for you as well, and I cannot wait. Remember that if you have any questions, you can email me at layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Short emails, and I do not work for people. Also, if you want to send me any message, you can also visit my Facebook page, Raven and Witches Layer. That's what I'll be, and you can send me any messages. Keep it short, witches. There's too many of you guys, and long emails and messages are really difficult to read. If you want to know more about revocations, check out this video that I have over here that I did a couple of months ago on another revocation. I hope you enjoy it. Other than that, witches, it is always awesome talking to you. I love my Magic Mondays. I love being here in front of you. Remember to stay very smart because knowledge is power. But above all, witches, you must stay so very, what? Wicked. Bye.